Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. John Owen talks about sports and movies. Thank you for checking out today's video. I always appreciate the support. Alright, let's get into it. So, last Thursday, I went back to the movies. I was super pumped just to go back into the theater just because I hadn't been there since March. And that's insane. You know, the last time I went 6 months without going to the movie theaters to see a new movie, a just brand new released movie. I don't think I've gone that long in my life without going. Like straight up. Like during the summers, normally we probably go at least once a week. That's insane to me. Uh, that that we didn't go in any this summer. That it took me till September to go back. But it is what it is. I'm just super glad that we got to go back. And Tenet was the movie I watched, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, all that overall rating. So, thank you for checking out today's video. Let's get into it. So, as always, there are spoilers in this video, but they're kind of light because I really don't know how to explain this movie with heavy spoilers. You'll see what I mean when I'm talking about. All right. Anyways, so first off, I'm just gonna talk about like what it was like to be in the movie theater again. Like I said, it was super exciting. I was super pumped. It was weird. It was really weird. You know, all the safety precautions, and you know, you go up to buy your popcorn, and they got the big screens and everything like that, like the big glass walls and whatnot, and everything. Um, it was so the movie theater back home, because you know I'm in college now, so I'm away from home. The movie theater back home was in Katy, which is outside of Houston, and it was huge, man. Like it was a gigantic movie theater, and the one we went to in Lubbock is this little, kind of rundown movie theater, and it's still Cinemark, but it was just funny going from this huge Cinemark I'm used to this little tiny Cinemark. I mean, we were in like the big XD theater, and it still wasn't like just ginormous. It would be like a normal theater in one of those other. It'd be like in one of the normal theaters in one of the normal houses is what they call like room 15 or whatever back home, and it was just funny. And there was 6 of us in there. I understand it was a Thursday, and this was kind of early access or early screening tickets, but it was just really funny. So it was weird, definitely, to be back. Super exciting though. All right. Anyways, let's get back, or let's talk about the actual movie Tenet. Um, there's a line in this movie that says, "Don't try to understand it, just feel it." And honestly, that's what you have to do with this movie. Um, my friend who went with me, Todd, he's like, "What is this movie even about?" And I was like, "Honestly, it looks like they're doing some time travel flippy stuff, and they gotta save the world from nuclear holocaust." Which I was like, okay, like I've seen that movie before, but I was still excited to go or whatever. But then we actually got into the movie, and it wasn't just time travel. They had like this inverted metal stuff that like was going like back through the timeline while they were going forward in the time. It was really weird, but it was really awesome. And I think that it was kind of confusing at first, but if you can pick up on it, you'll like this movie a lot better. Like my friend Todd, he did not understand it at all. He liked everything else, but he just did not understand that concept at all. So that kind of dulled his enjoyment from the movie, and obviously like that's not good. um, but I mean, the action and the spectacle of this movie is absolutely insane. I mean, watching everything go backwards while they're going forwards, and then sometimes they're going backwards while everything else is going forwards, but in their minds they're going forwards and everything else is going backwards. It's really kind of trippy, and it looks really cool. I really enjoyed it. I thought it looked awesome. I think Christopher Nolan has once again stepped up and created another very intellectual movie with this crazy kind of concept that he's going with. His other movies like Interstellar and Inception, of course, definitely Inception are definitely a mind bending. thrillers, if you want to call them like that. I think Tenet falls into that same mold. Uh, where'd I go? Tenet falls into that same mold. So I really liked this movie just for the spectacle and everything like that. But don't go into this movie and try to comprehend everything, because if you try to think about this movie too hard, you will get confused, and you will probably not like it as much as I did. So just go in there and just kind of turn your brain off a little bit, and then just go watch. Just watch everything unfold. What adds to the confusion in this movie is the sound mixing, like the way the dialogue and all the music meshes together was not very good, which was shocking. This movie is very confusing. It is, and then some of the exposition, some of the dialogue is hard to hear when they're trying to explain it, and like that's just that's not good. Like that's not very good. But I was still able to pick it up regardless. But I was like, I think it needs subtitles. Like legitimately, I think that movie like if there would have been subtitles on screen, obviously they're not going to show that at an American movie theater with an American movie. But at the same time, I still didn't hear everything that everyone says. Like I did not hear every line clearly, and it was some important lines and important parts in the movie. So that was kind of a nitpick that I really did not like. That's really my only complaint. That as far as something like I really did not like. But as far as stuff I do like, like the action and this little inverted concept they've got going was really, really cool. And then as far as characters go, John David Washington as the lead, Tenet, was awesome. I really want to see him take like a huge blockbuster role, get really super popular, take a big huge role. I think he's ready for that. Christopher Nolan's been pushing him to play John Stewart, one of the Green Lanterns. I'd be down. It was nice to see like an action star that wasn't completely overpowered. Like he was definitely skilled and everything like that, but like he was not overpowered or anything like that. And I think what made him more relatable is the fact that he's learning about all this stuff too while we're learning about it. So as he's putting the pieces together of how it all works, as he's doing it, we're also doing it. So we're learning how all this inverted stuff works at the same time as he does. So that was really nice to have a character that we could kind of watch the movie through. And then Robert Pattinson as Neil. I know I'm not probably supposed to, probably shouldn't bring this up, but this just got me more excited for the Batman. Watching him walk around in the suit and anything like that, I was like, dog, that's Bruce Wayne. But I digress. But Neil in this movie is kind of the science guy that understands like how all this works. And so it was nice to have like Tenet, who was trying to figure it out, and Neil, who knew about it but was not completely sure, and watching them work together to get through the plot and everything like that. And a big surprise for me was Cap, who is a big player in this. She is married to the guy that is in control of all this inverted stuff, and she actually becomes a really key part of the movie. I really like what they did with her. So it was, and then honestly, what really kind of carries this movie from a character standpoint is John David Washington and Robert Pattinson's chemistry with each other. They bounce off each other really well. They're really witty. They really work together very well. And so overall, I would give Tenet a 8 out of 10. It's very mind-bending. It's entertaining. It's very thrilling. Action's super good. The characters are likable. The ideas and concepts introduced are very intriguing. And if you go watch this movie, just turn your brain off and just sit there and watch. Don't try to understand it. Just feel it. So thank you for checking out today's video. I always appreciate it. Make sure you like, leave a comment, subscribe. Check out the link content right here. And you have a great day.